Developing right now, a young mother gunned down as her 2-year-old child looked on. Atlanta police are looking for several suspects tonight in that shooting. It happened at Cary Park in Northwest Atlanta. Our Erica Murphy spoke with a community now concerned about recent gun violence in the area.
Killing, shooting, stabbing, a lot. Children not even safe to play in the street because get what, they barely have a playground because get what, the adults take over the playground because they want to shoot in broad daylight.
This resident has lived in the Cary Park neighborhood for about 10 years and says violence is a way of life there. The most recent victim, 21-year-old Naja Cox, was gunned down in a car this morning with her 2-year-old child inside. Police say the shooting on Center Street near Hightower was targeted.
The surveillance video that we viewed, the vehicle is traveling on Center Street and a few males open fire as the vehicle drives by, striking the decedent.
Residents say Cox lived in a nearby apartment complex where they have been plagued with crime.
It go on every day, all day out here. I mean, you have to watch your kids. Kids out here playing, you get shootouts during broad daylight. It's just not shocking. It's like air.
According to Atlanta Police crime mapping data, the Cary Park neighborhood has been the scene of 5 aggravated assaults since March of this year. Back in February, Dion Green, a contractor working for the Fulton County Medical Examiner's office, was killed in the same area as Cox. Police say they can tell from looking at surveillance video that there were 3 suspects involved. They are asking anyone who knows anything to call Crime Stoppers. Reporting from Atlanta, Erica Murphy, 11 Alive News.
With the way technology works and everything, you know they didn't get away with it. Y'all clicked on this video for a reason. Let me deliver the goods. Hit the like button like you like something. Can we get this up to 7K likes? Let's do it.
Search for suspects who shot into a car, killing an Atlanta mother in front of her 2-year-old child. Investigators say the 21-year-old was found unresponsive early Saturday morning along Hollywood Road on the city's west side. Atlanta News First Brittany Ford is live tonight outside Atlanta Police headquarters, and Brittany has spoke exclusively with this woman's family, who's now asking for answers tonight.
Well, I can tell you that this family is completely devastated. They say that her car was completely shot up, her boyfriend and her 2-year-old son inside, lucky to be alive. We got our hands on some surveillance video that shows the men police are currently searching for.
Surveillance video shows 3 masked men in hoodies walking in front of the RSR grocery store in Northwest Atlanta around 2 a.m. Saturday morning. Minutes later, you see a black car drive past the store.
Right up in here, they was right here.
Marquisha Jones says that car belonged to her 21-year-old sister, Naja Cox. She says her sister was on the way to a store located on Hollywood Road with her boyfriend and 2-year-old son in the back seat when bullets started flying.
It was bullets over here, in the streets, how they call it, everybody should be gone.
Authorities responded to the scene on Hollywood Road where Cox was pronounced dead. Jones says her sister's 2-year-old son and boyfriend survived. She believes their car was wrongfully targeted.
They bought their drama out here, and unfortunately, she done got caught in the crossfire of somebody else's drama.
Atlanta police are now searching for the 3 men seen in this surveillance video. Jones is now taking care of her 2-year-old nephew as she mourns the loss of her sister and best friend.
That's who I talk to every day. That's who she called me every day. If we ain't on the phone, we texting or we outside.
She says their family wants the men who did this behind bars.
I just want them to get them and whoever sent them. Because I know.
The family will be holding a balloon release for Cox tomorrow at that shopping center on Hollywood Road. Crime Stoppers is offering a $2,000 reward for any information that can lead to an arrest in the case. Reporting live at Atlanta Police Headquarters, Brittany Ford, Atlanta News First.
No more details.
Then the craziest part about this is during the trial, that's when you hear Lil Baby name come up by who? Marissa Viverito. She tries to say that, oh, the person who allegedly shot up Lil Baby's video shoot, well, he had a bag on his head, and YSL came to collect. Check out this insane article from The Root. Just look up. I want to read y'all something before we continue on. And this is utterly insane to me. The weird connection between rapper Lil Baby and the Atlanta mother's shooting death. Published June 18, 2025. Atlanta police are still investigating the shooting death of a mother in front of her 2-year-old son. However, this one incident might be connected to an even larger case that has been rocking Fulton County for the past few years. It says, last week, authorities arrested an alleged co-conspirator in connection to the slaying of the Atlanta mother back on May 18, 2024. Police say Jamal Baker mistook 21-year-old Nija Sapphire Cox vehicle for someone else's when he allegedly gunned down the woman, per Senior Assistant District Attorney Amanda Green said. Baker, I just messed up real quick, what the hell? And 2 others fired over a dozen rounds into the vehicle. Cox was slain just inches away from her 2-year-old boy who survived the incident. Prosecutors say Baker was a part of YSL, Young Slime Life Gang, which has been under fire from Fulton County District Attorney Fonnie Willis since 2022 for allegations of racketeering. They claim Baker was trying to target a rival who had a hit out on him and accused him of shooting up a music video shoot for Lil Baby. Willis confirms that no evidence suggests the rapper is connected to the whole debacle. However, it has continued to fuel the fire of Willis's determination to rid the county of gang violence. Let's see. Then Fonnie says this, and we're going to play it in the next clip so y'all can see it for yourselves. And I want y'all to read her body language. She says she has absolutely nothing to do with gang violence or gang life. She's not a criminal. District Attorney Fonnie Willis said to WSB-TV. It's no joke when a 2-year-old watches their 21-year-old mother die. Baker was previously convicted of gang charges related to YSL activities. Now, one of his alleged accomplices, 19-year-old Cartex Harvey, is facing charges as well. Harvey was slammed with counts of murder, aggravated assault, second-degree cruelty to children, and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony in connection to Cox's killing, per Atlanta News First. It has not been specified yet if he is also a part of the YSL gang. I want to click on that link real quick. All right. So he was already arrested, though. That's the crazier part. He was been arrested since 2024. I think he the one who told. But it is what it is. Probably he didn't. They previously announced that Jamal Baker, 23, was arrested on the same charges as Harvey in connection to the deadly shooting. Police said the shooter was targeted. All right, so maybe he didn't. Now, here's the crazier part, and I want everybody to understand, this is the most insane part. You can tell Fonnie Willis don't give a damn about that girl. There's no emotion in her demeanor. Even Prosecutor Green is just sitting there like, I want y'all to check out this news clip from WSB-TV because it is very telling on how they try to spin this. And I'm going to explain to you why they are doing this. Check this out.
On surveillance video, it appears 3 persons can be seen walking first this way and then that. A Fulton County DA's gang prosecutor suggests the murder of a young mother, Nija Cox, was intended as a gang hit, but she was instead an innocent victim of mistaken identity, and that authorities believe the hit was supposed to be retaliation for a shooting at a music superstar's video shoot.
I pray every day just to keep my sanity. I pray it'll help me through my days. I wake up with it on my mind, go to sleep with it on my mind. It gives me a lot of strength.
By the grace of God, her 2-year-old child survives, but she is murdered in front of her child.
Jamal Baker made many mistakes the morning of May 18th, 2024, and murder was the biggest. A mistaken identity murder after Baker, a young Slime Life or YSL gang member, and 2 co-conspirators, all caught on camera in hoodies, mistook the car in which 21-year-old Nyjah Sapphire Cox was riding with her 2-year-old son for someone else's car and fired on it more than 36 times, says Fulton County District Attorney's Office Gang Unit Senior Assistant DA Amanda Green.
The child was there the whole time, and he was able to observe his mother bleed out until she was no longer alive.
She has absolutely nothing to do with gang violence or gang life. She's not a criminal.
Ms. Green indicates almost a year to the day after the shooting, a jury convicted Baker of murder, gang charges, and more.
Judge Farmer sentenced him to life without the possibility of parole plus 65 years.
Ms. Green says intelligence suggests the black Nissan in which Ms. Cox, her baby, and a driver traveled
They were going to the store to get the baby juice.
Was mistaken for a blue Nissan used by a man with a hit out on him, a bounty because of suspicions he shot up a music video shoot for music superstar Lil Baby on Verbena Street in Atlanta 4 days earlier. Ms. Green says Lil Baby was not mentioned at trial other than in jury selection, and who may have taken it upon themselves to order the possible hit remains a mystery. DA Fonnie Willis.
The district attorney's office has absolutely no evidence that Lil Baby had any connection to this hit. Nothing could be corroborated that he knew about it or that he directed it in any way. So we don't have any evidence that he had any part in this young lady's demise or the trauma that her child will suffer for the rest of their life.
Prosecutor Green says video shows Baker in the light-colored hoodie and 2 others as they walked toward an apartment complex to look for their intended target. Then they walked around a corner toward a wood line where they lay in wait, and the car carrying Ms. Cox came out of the complex into an ambush.
When that vehicle passes that area of the wood line, it is shot up and we have 39 casings.
Records indicate Baker was convicted of 2 gang charges and acquitted of 2, but all describe YSL as a criminal street gang.
It's no joke when a 2-year-old watches their 21-year-old mother die.
Ms. Green says Baker's 2 co-defendants are scheduled for trial this month.
And a mother at heart, she was super great.
A spokesman says the Defender Counsel's appellate office represents Mr. Jamal Ronte Baker. A team of skilled appeals attorneys, investigators, and administrators is working in support of the new trial motion and looks forward to zealously representing Mr. Baker in future filings and court proceedings, but must decline further comment at this time. We also sought a comment from an attorney for Lil Baby. Mark Winnie, Channel 2 Action News. So, if you've been following the channel, if you can't hit that like button, please. I know I asked y'all twice and y'all hate that, but we need this one up. Y'all didn't watch the Jim Jones video, so I'm about to get rid of that one. But, man, the worst thing about this whole entire thing is this. Fonnie Willis wants Lil Baby so bad that if he farted, her nose would be up his ass. I'm being honest. I'm not even trying to be funny. There is no reason Lil Baby name should have even been brought up. None whatsoever. If y'all remember in that trial before, they tried to say that Lil Baby had a hit on him. Then you had a police officer, the Corey in the house dude or wherever the hell he came from, bro. He over there blaming Lil Baby as though the gangs run the streets of Atlanta and not the biggest gang in Atlanta, aka Atlanta PD, doesn't run it along with the GBI. When we look at stuff like this and we really pay attention, we understood and know what the hell was going to happen. Anything that is associated with YSL or with Lil Baby will be magnified and amplified so much that you will forget about the victim. Instead of parading around the good detective work and how y'all did it and all of these things and trying to warn all the younger cats and everything just about shooting a single shot in Atlanta, they didn't even do that. No. What did they do? What did she do? She couldn't help herself.
Fonnie Willis sat up there and used that woman's death as something as she should have glorified. Because you're trying to attack the youth. You said all these cats are gangs and they operate with gangs and operate as gangs and they do this and they do that and they do all of these things that you deem as wrong. All right, cool. If I'm Lil Baby, I'm looking at my lawyer and I'm saying, how the hell can we sue? Because right now, this is slander. You think the Root put out Lil Baby's name for no reason? They got that from the DA's office. The DA put that out there. That's why she said Lil Baby's name. Hell, she should have just said half the Atlanta Hawks team. She should have said Trae Young had nothing to do with this either. So it's amazing how conniving and how evil Fonnie Willis has become because she lost. Because the families of the victims that you brought to court, you brought somebody to court for them to talk to the judge off of plea deals that were already established. How stupid could you be? Shouldn't you be talking to the DA before they offer the plea deals and then let them say their piece? You don't talk to the negotiator's signer afterwards. If you ever signed for something and you had to have an observatory, you literally hand the contract up to them and they literally say, all right, all good. Everything is signed. I witnessed this. But what you don't do is you don't go to the observatory and you say, hey, yeah, I want to holler at you about this because this ain't good. No. That's not how it goes. So Fonnie Willis is trying to, and we called this before, we said anything that gets related to YSL, they're going to try to magnify it, amplify it, and make it as though they are the worst. It's not even a YSL murder technically. The only reason that they put YSL on there with Jamal is because previously he got in trouble. And they connected him to YSL. That's what happened. From previous gang charges with YSL. That's what happened. Then they took the other guy, and the other one may not even get arrested if nobody says anything. I'm fairly certain they gave the Jamal kid or YSL Mall that life plus 65 because they want to send a message to the other dude and say, hey, if you turn in that third one, we might cut you a deal. Guaranteed. That's what Fonnie Willis does. But y'all let me know your thoughts on this one. Is this disgusting that there's no praise to the investigators and there's no emphasis on how hurtful and impactful this was for the family? Like, why wasn't the family even a part of the freaking conference at the end? Or do you think this is just good work? That, hey, Fonnie Willis can do this and accuse Lil Baby because she knows it's something that Lil Baby had to have done. Maybe that's it. Y'all share your thoughts and opinions on this one. Subscribe, turn on the bell, stay notified, share to keep your people aware, and I will catch y'all in the next one. I think click right here for the playlist and you can see everything that's dropping today. And keep up.